If we're not at a Disney park, we're dreaming about being there, and a cup of Joffrey's Coffee Disney Blend helps. But what about when you're at a Disney park? The Joffrey's Disney Kiosk and Restaurant Locator will make sure you never miss out. Whether it's a cool drink on a hot summer vacation or a great cup of coffee at a Disney signature restaurant, Joffrey's has you covered. Check it out at Joffreys.com.
It's Bing, and I'm outside of Tea Traders. Now let's start the show with Tim and Bob, or is it Bob and Tim? I'm not quite sure. Let's go. Bing bong!
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. If this concludes your visit to the Walt Disney World Resort, we hope you've had a wonderful time and return home safely.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us.
Is it recording?
I am recording.
Okay.
I am Tim Scott.
Bob Collar.
How about that open?
You never know.
You do never know.
How about that open? All the way from not England,
No.
but Walt Disney World, wrapping up their 16 fortnight, whatever they're doing. From Bing, no bong.
No bong, just Bing. I'm not sure what happened. Hopefully they didn't lose bong.
Appreciate they were allowing some of us to follow along.
Yes, they
on
are.
on their wonderful Walt Disney World trip, and the Wells family has just been fantastic. Bing actually, Ben, as we all know him, Ben actually got his hair cut on Main Street.
Sweet.
How nice is that?
That's a trip rememberer right there. A memory.
Can I just say,
But you're going to anyway.
whether you say
Don't
yes
ask permission,
or no,
just go.
I'm just going. Not a way to relax as a parent, and a lot of times as a child, getting a child's haircut. A lot of people wait, for that first haircut to be on Main Street.
Right.
My son's first haircut, not good.
Was it on Main Street?
Good. Not at Main Street.
Okay.
He cried the entire time. So I don't know. I mean, I know that's supposed to be a special time to get your hair cut.
Was it the Flowbee that scared him? What'd you do? It was very noisy.
It was the hedge trimmers and weed whacker, But
it is true.
But we want to relax when we go to Walt Disney World.
I see where you're going. Go ahead.
So we're going to follow up on part 2
Hey.
from Looper Nation, the one tip on how to relax
I'll just say how I love this one
on a
series.
Disney trip.
I love it.
Not necessarily a Walt Disney World trip, but a Disney trip.
Right.
Speaking of Disney trips, just heard from one of our roundtable members, Brad.
Okay.
Brad was at Disneyland 5 days.
5 days.
5 days at Disneyland.
That's why we hate Brad.
Never went into the parks once.
Oh, man.
He sent a bunch of video of downtown Disney. They don't have Disney Springs over there, folks.
No, they don't.
Downtown Disney. And but he was doing a youth program.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
in
he was busy.
Anaheim.
Busy man.
Yeah. So, again.
So close.
So close.
And yet
so far away.
away.
That's going to be your luck.
You know it.
You're going to go all the way out there for your first Disneyland experience, and it'll close. Sorry, folks. The mouse out front should have told you.
Exactly.
So, Tim, why don't you get us started again with part 2.
Part 2 of Ways to Relax on a Disney Vacation. This is from Jonathan Clark.
One of our one tip series, by the way.
Are you done talking now? Can someone else do part of the show?
Wow. Well, someone's highly caffeinated.
It's true. That is absolutely true. Jonathan Clark says, sitting in the shade next to a resort pool, drinking a beer that I brought from home, because I'm not paying $8 for a 12-ounce can of beer from the pool bar again. I like beer, but not that much.
Yeah, I think Jonathan was the one that he makes sure he knows what kind of beer they serve.
Right.
And that's what he gets. And then gets it down to the pool.
Doesn't stick out when you get down there.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, pool, great place to relax.
Great place to relax. Jonathan Keith says, after a long day of going commando in the park,
Oh, my.
I relaxed by falling into bed in our room for too little sleep, then getting up to do it all over again tomorrow. Oh, we all do that. And then,
we do.
Jonathan Clark chimed in and said, "What does going commando mean?"
Yeah, that might not mean what you think it means.
Tim?
I'm just saying. Sometimes we need to have a little definition. Could be one of a couple different things.
I'm looking at you for a definition.
I'm not going to guess and be wrong. Pat Giannetti. We know Pat.
Hey, Pat.
Goes, remember, you can't do it all, so don't try. It's vacation. Don't lose sight of that fact. It's better than being at work or school.
Absolutely.
Ain't that the truth? He just used the word ain't, by the way. Get the fast passage you really want, and whatever else happens, happens. Smile and be a kid for a bit.
Unless you work at Pixar.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
You've been there.
Oh. Craig Carras says, tea time at the Grand Floridian is a great way to slow down and really relax and enjoy your surroundings. And if you time it right, you can avoid the worst heat of the day. Rebecca Toon chimed in and said, we're doing this tomorrow. Very excited. Of course, that was a couple weeks ago.
Right. That means it's been done.
But, and then apparently, you can time it right, and Cinderella and Prince Charming will dance in the middle of the concourse there.
They just might frolic.
Lobby, whatever. I don't think they frolic.
I think they frolic.
They're not frolicking.
Where else are you going to frolic?
Well, Cinderella does not frolic.
The prince
She's
does.
royalty.
The prince frolics.
He doesn't frolic.
He married up.
Come on. He definitely. We know all about. Tim and I know about marrying up. Our poor wives.
Oh, yes. They knew what they were getting into. Monaco Javier. Hope I said that right.
Fantastic photographer.
Good Lord, the man's got talent.
Yeah.
He goes, for me, love him. He's been on our blog a few times also.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For me, relaxing in Disney World means going to the Animal Kingdom and just slowing down to take it all in. That could mean exploring the Pandora, relaxing at the Nomad Lounge patio with a drink, or eating a full meal at Tiffin's.
Oh,
He did do a great article on Tiffin's. Watching the Tree of Life come alive at night, or stopping to observe the animals on one of the trails, and snapping a picture or two.
Mm-hmm.
The park's beauty and all the details really help me relax and enjoy what has always been going on in one of my favorite Disney theme parks. And he says, I'll still get some fast passes for the busiest rides, but I try to do the least amount of planning on my Animal Kingdom days. This lack of a set schedule means I'm not in a hurry to do anything specific. The go, not the Go-Go's vacation. The go of Disney vacation can be anything but relaxing sometimes, but my time in the Animal Kingdom always brings my blood pressure down.
That's true.
And your body temperature up.
And your body temperature up. Oh, man.
Depending on the time of year.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Just about any time of year, it's at least 10 degrees hotter at Animal Kingdom than anywhere in Central Florida.
Exactly.
So
jumps up from 85 degrees to sweltering.
Yes, yes. And but now I don't know. I don't know if you're going to be able to relax as much now with Pandora and all the fun stuff you can do.
We're seeing a lot of crowds are finding their way over to the Animal Kingdom now.
By the way,
put that finger down.
By the way, Banshees are back. You can purchase a Banshee again.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, Ben and Ava got their Banshees.
Were they adorable?
They're fantastic.
What about the Banshees?
They were all right.
All right.
Calvin Connor says, obviously a lazy river at Typhoon Lagoon.
Great call.
Great call. They don't call it a lazy river for no reason.
You don't even have to swim.
I love it. My wife and I were just talking about how great the lazy river was at Typhoon Lagoon. That's amazing. Yeah. Fantastic.
I want a lazy river on a new Disney ship. Keith White says, hi, guys. My family takes a ride down the river past the tree house from Port Orleans Riverside to Disney Springs. It's a nice, slow change of flow from the hustle and bustle of hopping from park to park.
I like it.
Keith, can't go wrong with a boat.
I love that. That's such a relaxing ride. Michael Weiss says, we enjoy relaxing by having drinks and appetizers somewhere comfy. Nomad Lounge is perfect with some nice relaxing couches to sit on. But there are other good lounges too.
It's true.
Absolutely.
I do love the Nomad, though. Have been there.
Oh, that was very relaxing.
That was relaxing.
Got to rest our feet, our aching feet.
Did they need it too? Yeah. I mean, it was marathon weekend and everything. Okay, we didn't run the marathon, but we were there during the marathon.
We stood.
So we stood.
We rooted on the Rocketeers.
Yeah, that's how I tell the story, though, when I tell people don't really listen to the show. Yeah, we were down there for a marathon weekend. My feet were sore.
Exhausting.
I leave out that I didn't run the marathon.
Sweating. So hot.
Oh, my goodness. Caroline Morris, she says, I love taking an evening ride on the People Mover when it's cooled down a little and the sun is starting to set. The Magic Kingdom is stunning at this time, and it offers a very unique and very beautiful view of the park. I'm also a huge fan of Tomorrowland and love the little tour that comes along with riding the People Mover. On my most recent trip last December, I was actually on the People Mover when both the People Mover and Space Mountain went down at about the same time.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. I was lucky enough to be stopped at the part that goes by Space Mountain and got to see some of the track lights. Some of the track with the lights on. I still prefer Space Mountain in the dark, but seeing it in the light was a pretty cool experience.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
That's, you don't very often enjoy when a ride shuts down.
No.
That would be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of a cool ride to be. I'll be stuck in here for a while.
Yeah.
So I prop my feet up.
Especially People Mover.
That's right.
Where you're relaxing anyway.
With my smuggled in Dole Whip.
That's, hey.
What?
No.
Oh.
No
I mean, I didn't
drinks on the ride, sir.
True. Yeah, I
No
was doing
food
flash
or-
photography. There was no flash photography.
No food or drinks on the ride. Emily Steinkamp says, dare I say it,
Say it.
trip without kids. One of our other
Yeah.
shows we just did. I love my babies, but after taking a 2.5-year-old and a 9-month-old, I'm ready for the adult-only trip in November.
Oh,
How about that?
she will appreciate that trip.
Yes, she will. That's going to be a whole different world.
Oh, awesome. Eric Whitlock, when your legs are tired and your feet are screaming from a long day walking around the Magic Kingdom, nothing is more relaxing than the ride, or two, on the People Mover to get great views of the park and let the old dogs get a break.
There you go.
Oh,
A lot of People Mover love.
nice.
The boats, the People Mover, yeah.
Any place you can sit for a little bit.
How about the new Sky liners?
Sky buckets.
Sky buckets. Sky Delas.
Sky lifts.
Sky Delas?
Something.
Whatever they are. Those might be a nice way to relax your aching feet too.
Or plummet.
Or no,
What?
That's Plummet Summit. That's over
Summit
at
plummet.
Blizzard,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was mistaken.
Blizzard
My
Beach.
fault.
Daniel Shigley says the best way to relax at Disney World is and always will be riding Ellen's Energy Adventure. Hold on.
Uh-oh. This just in.
Honestly, we stay at Port Orleans Riverside on our last trip, and everyone in our party enjoyed riding the boat along the Sassagoula River to and from Disney Springs. This was very relaxing, especially at night when the temperature is a little cooler.
Nice.
That is very relaxing.
Wow. Let's see. Jessica Ballier Jeski. We love going back to our room, especially at the Yacht Club or Grand Flow.
Oh, nice.
How could you not? Around 5 p.m., turning on our little Bose speaker with some jazz or Disney music and just relaxing on the balcony with a glass of wine before we get ready for our signature resort dinner. Total tranquility.
Nice.
Man.
Nice. You know what else is relaxing?
What is
Talking about balconies. If you got a nice balcony,
Mhm.
it is so relaxing. First thing in the morning, grab your Joffrey's coffee and just sit out on the balcony.
True.
You know, it's nice and cool usually.
Right?
Or as cool as it's going to be for that day.
Exactly.
And you can look out and just watch people getting ready for their day. And while your family's getting ready, you're just kind of kicking back a little bit.
I'm going to take that a step further and say enjoy the ambient noises.
Ambient noises.
If you're somewhere on the resort loop, you get the motorboat launches.
Oh, forget about it.
Sometimes you can hear trains,
Right.
depending on where you're at.
The
So
monorail whooshing by.
hopefully.
Whooshing,
Hopefully it's whooshing.
push people or parts falling on, clanking along.
Ouch.
No. Amy Spencer says, grab a bench by the water and watch the boats. Or a bench in a park and watch the people. Both are entertaining. Absolutely. Can't beat that.
Without a doubt. Love people watching.
Always.
John Tyke Chow, hope I got that right, John. He goes, get up early and walk around the resort taking pictures of the nuanced details without having a bunch of photo bombers in the background. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
It is true.
Absolutely.
Walking around the resort early in the morning, it's kind of like being on your balcony.
Yes.
Very relaxing.
Yes.
It's cooler. You can maybe enjoy some of the, like you said, the nuances before.
I always enjoy, if we're staying at an all-star or a value resort, taking that walk in the morning while everybody's still sleeping and getting our Joffrey's coffee at the food court and walking back. It's always nice. Everybody's quiet.
Right.
Everybody that passes you, they say hello, good morning, but everybody's quiet. they're trying to wake up. Corey Johnson says, if you will be there for 5 days or longer, take a day off from the parks to sleep late, swim, shop, and have a relaxed dinner. A day off on shorter trips is more likely to make you feel like you missed something.
Nice.
So, there you go.
Hey, the Go Ask Mickey podcast.
Hey, what?
I think they snuck something in
That's
there.
a photo bomb.
Hey.
A podcast bomb.
Get off our lawn. No, this is funny. They go, one word, yeehaw, Bob. Then you go, oh, wait.
Well, you know what, though?
Well, it's not one word.
It's
That's what they're
I
saying.
know, but it's is it relaxing? Because he gets you all wound up,
All jazzed up.
all jazzed up.
It's fun.
I'm getting jiggy with it. With
Listen to you. Just entered the 90s.
Jumped over.
You must be exhausted.
Just jumped over to Men in Black. I don't know what happened there. Leslie Blair says, we like to enjoy an evening ice cream from Ample Hills at Boardwalk and sit at a lakeside table. Ample Hills.
Yes.
I got to try it next time we're down there.
We were so close when we were there. It was right there, but they weren't open.
My go-to is
really early.
always Beaches and Cream.
I know.
But, man, this thing's getting a lot of good reviews.
Yes, it is.
Got to check it out.
I'm up for good ice cream.
Always.
Susie Morales Massa, hope I got that right again, Susie. Rent a bike over to Wilderness Lodge and explore the trails connecting the Wilderness Lodge and the Fort Wilderness campgrounds.
That you got to do when it's a cool season. You want to do that in July.
You can do it in the morning.
Don't want to do that in July.
Can you do it on the golf cart? I think you used to be able to take that thing on the golf cart.
That would be a nice bicycle trip on the golf cart. The bicycle in the back of
Bicycle
the golf
on the roof. Then you take it down, take your pictures like you just pedaled out there.
Yeah,
throw it back
smile,
up.
all fresh.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet.
Joshua Braddock says, take a break midday and ride the Walt Disney World Railroad around Magic Kingdom.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Again, you're off your feet.
Anytime you're off your feet.
Don't get on your feet. Like Gloria Estefan. Get off your feet.
Sorry. I'm jumping to the 90s?
Yeah,
Really?
I went all the way back to the 80s.
Wow.
But who does it? She's adorable. Jenny Mullen says, grab breakfast from the bakery at the boardwalk, find a table by the water, and watch the people stroll or bike by. There's a lot of biking going on.
Yeah, well, if they're on those Surrey bikes coming down that hill, you want to make sure
Make sure you have enough room to get clear.
get clear. Maybe that should be the new open. Please stand clear of the Surrey bikes. Oh, my goodness. Marlene Jankowitz says, my new relaxing tip is to sit at Geyser Point at the Wilderness Lodge where I can overlook the lake while enjoying a nice, cold German beer. We know all about Geyser Point
We do.
and relaxing. You did that.
I did do that.
Well, I videotaped you.
Stop it. That sounds wrong. B.
You can catch that video on our YouTube channel, by the way.
Yeah, you probably could. But
B.
I'm not sure. Is it that pleasant there in the heat of the heart of summer? We were there at the springish.
It was
just
April.
wondering.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of warm out there and the sun was
I
coming
know.
up, and I'm thinking, still kind of strong.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. Food was good too. Michelle Rosario at Walt Disney World having a nice cold drink at Top of the World Lounge
Uh-oh.
while catching up with our favorite bartender.
There you go.
When at Disneyland Club 33,
Oh, come on.
She's
Now
killing
she's
us.
showing off.
I love hanging out on the balcony after my meal and people watch.
All right.
There's one thing I'm taking away from this. We need to travel with Michelle
Michelle's
Rosario.
getting us in Club 33. That's what I'm taking over. When we go out for the Disneyland Looper meet.
She's invited.
She's invited. We'll give you a nice pin. Highly coveted.
Highly coveted. Thank you very much.
Kevin Tower says, wait, You can relax on Disney property? Seriously, though, my wife and I have spent a leisurely afternoon having tea at the Garden View Tea Room at the Grand Floridian a couple of times. It's a cozy venue with a relaxed, quiet atmosphere. The tea is fantastic, as is the food that comes along with it.
Wow.
I got to try this tea.
I got to be honest. Normally, I wouldn't think of going to something like that.
Well, when you're with the kids, you don't think about that.
No.
You know, the kids aren't going to, most kids aren't going to be into a tea, but yeah, we got to check that out.
Oh, the lovely Margot Mead.
Margot.
She goes, I would love to spend some time at a spa at Disney, but I've never been able to justify the expense.
There you go.
The most relaxing place on any Disney property for me is the lazy river at Alani.
Oh, well, she's saving her money from the spa to go to Alani. I don't blame her.
No, absolutely not. I need to hit that lazy river, though.
Yeah.
Alani, forget about it. I wish all the resorts had one. Second most relaxing time was enjoying the Magic Kingdom fireworks and the nighttime water show from our deck in a bungalow at the Polynesian. Nice. A once-in-a-lifetime points splurge for using those DVC points.
Right.
My usual method of relaxing is to go back to the hotel and take a nap before dinner.
There you go.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a nap before dinner.
There is nothing wrong with going back to the resort.
You don't want to be hunched over the dinner table going,
Yeah.
I just want to go to bed.
Just exhausted.
You want to enjoy the meal.
You want to enjoy the meal. Yep. Especially depends on where it's at. You know.
And once again, I agree with Margot. I think all the deluxe resorts need to up their pool game.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. Mindy Carnsmere says, I believe that relaxing is part of a Disney vacation. Who wants to need a vacation after your vacation?
True.
Don't overplan and add an extra day to enjoy. Don't overplan and add an extra day to enjoy your resort.
Preach it.
Staying at your resort is part of the experience, and it's very relaxing poolside. People watching and enjoying the Florida sun. Take it slow, she says.
What a great tip.
Absolutely.
What a great tip on the One Tip Show. Gary Zarelli
Gary.
goes, going back to Disney's Old Key West, sitting on the deck with a cup of Joffrey's coffee,
Oh,
with a few sugar-free cookies,
yep.
and watching in the distance the Epcot Illuminations fireworks. Don't get any better.
Nice.
Man.
Nice.
Hit a few of my favorites on that one.
Old Key West is very relaxing anyway. That's a nice, relaxing resort.
Big rooms from what I've heard.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Freddie Pagliarulo Jr.
Freddie P.
There you
Jr.
go. Yes, you are wrong.
FRPJR.
Sorry, Freddie. My key to relaxing is not going to a park on the first day after check-in. It's a good call. Spend that day exploring your new home at your leisure. Walk the grounds, swim in or sit by the pool, have dinner at your sit-down or quick-service restaurant. And if you are of age, enjoy a nice adult beverage or two.
There you go.
Nothing wrong with that. I do the same thing. I don't go to the parks first day. I need that relax. But then again, we drive down. So
Well, that's true.
You know, that takes it out of you. So
That is true. Maria Noble, she says, staying on property means we can do the refreshing break at the hotel, some swimming, some scenery appreciation, and sometimes a nap, then shower before the evening dinner plans.
it's a good call too.
Nothing wrong with that afternoon shower.
That's right.
After a
Oh,
day of trudging through the parks.
hot day at the parks.
Ooh.
Yeah. Courtney Crump.
Courtney.
She had a whirlwind U.S. tour. She went everywhere
My goodness.
after graduating from college.
That's what you do.
Congratulations.
Do it while you
to
can.
her. Absolutely. She says, we go to the arcades. We love the one in the Contemporary while
Wow.
we wait for fireworks from under the monorail. Games are all reasonably priced, and they have prizes from one ticket up, so you always leave with a goodie.
Oh,
My kids love the arcades.
I can't say I've done the arcade at the Contemporary since it was the Fiesta Fun Center in the basement.
In the basement.
What's now the Wave.
The wave.
Shocking. Bradley Crawford says, go back to the resort for a nap after lunch. You get to skip the heaviest crowds and the longest lines. Come back to enjoy the end of the day and slightly cooler temperature. I even like to have lunch at the resort and take a nap by the pool.
There you go. A lot of love for that nap.
Man, I want to go to Disney and relax now.
I'm telling you, that's why I brought up, Brad Coates and going to
Yeah.
Disneyland, but never going in the parks. I want a trip where we go down to the parks and just hang out at the resorts.
We've preached that for a long time, actually.
Yes.
I think we could actually do it without a problem. Part of it would depend on your resort.
True.
Animal Kingdom Lodge, forget about it. You could do that without even thinking about it.
Without even thinking about it. And think about, I mean, a big expense to going to the parks is the tickets.
Right.
So if you're not going into the parks, that's not a bad trip.
No, not at all.
Not a bad
Enjoy
trip
the
for
same
us.
kind of restaurants.
Right.
Love it.
Good pal of the show, DVC Roundtable member, and just got back from her Disney trip.
Oh,
Emily G.
we love Emily.
Says, skip the parks, except World Showcase and Pandora. So skip the rides. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with skipping the park sometimes.
Not at all. Jeff Cricken says, I have a very Hakuna Matata approach to the parks.
Ooh, look at that, thrown in line.
Well, that means no worries, by the way, for the
Gee.
rest of your days. Just throwing it out there. To begin with, my sister and I pick our 3 FastPass options for the day online before we get there. Then just go where the wind may take us. There's very few things that I must do, all at a cost, right this second, or my vacation is ruined.
That's true.
So, sometimes you want to get the main 2 in, and anything else you do is gravy.
Right. And that's why...
Who doesn't love gravy?
A lot of times, this whole approach to Disney, and you got to get those fast passes
Right.
out of Disneyland with the Max Pass now. Sometimes you want to say, hold up. Let's just go, and whatever happens, happens. Sometimes those are the best trips.
Absolutely.
Where they're not planned every second of the day.
Right.
Sandy Simianic says, we know Sandy.
We know her very well. Love Sandy.
Can never hear her car coming. I don't know why. Just whoosh. She says, schedule a few days out of the parks at Disney's Vero Beach Resort.
Ooh.
Relax by the pool or at the beach while enjoying the top-notch Disney service. I like that. I got to tell you, one of the most relaxing times I had was Disney's Hilton Head.
Mm-hmm.
Off, way off property.
Right.
But,
Way off. Like South Carolina.
But still, you get that Disney feel, and it's, so nice.
Nice. Lori Gauthier. She goes, after many trial runs traveling with kids and grandkids, I now have a new strategy. When planning all the details for our trips, fast passes, shows, dining, reservations, etc., I always plan for 2 days on, and then 1 day off. Let's see, on the off days, we all sleep in, have breakfast in our resort, and then spend the afternoon by the pool, letting the kids swim and the adults relax. I usually book a full dinner at a resort restaurant, and sometimes we end the evening by watching fireworks from the beach at the Poly.
Oh,
nice. It's a great way to have a fun family day, yet feel rested and ready to go for the next big park day.
There you go.
Lori, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Nope. Not at all.
After a couple days of getting early and rope drops, everybody absolutely does need to sleep. But even naps,
Yep.
Don't always do it. They'll recharge you for the rest of that day, but if you get up early again the next day, kind of asking for a problem after a while.
Yes, you are. Yeah, you can't go. I don't care who you are. I mean, you can be an Olympic athlete. 4 straight days or more
Right.
of hitting the parks all day from rope drop to close.
Mm-hmm.
That's asking an awful lot, especially if you got little ones. That's going to really ask an awful lot of them. So, but I will say this about her watching the fireworks from the Poly.
Yes.
Don't want to do that with this new show. You want to be in Main Street for that first experience, to see those fireworks, to see that display on the castle that they're doing.
Okay. After the first one, are you good to go?
After the first one, you might be okay.
All right.
You might want to see that a few times, but and again, I'm going to bring up some bungalows. You can't.
Oh.
Everybody's jammed in that little space now. Thank you, bungalows.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm just angry because I don't get to stay in those. I'm working on Margot to get us in for the next Looper meet.
Oh, geez.
To the bungalows. She's stopped answering my emails. So
And blocked your email.
I think I'm blocked. Anyway, but Tim, how do you like to relax when you go on a Disney trip?
I do enjoy the idea of the sleep-in day. I love using the pool. And I'll tell you this. I like the nighttime swim at the pool.
The nighttime swim is so underrated.
Everybody's big on, go back to the resort in the middle of the day and swim. I love that evening swim, like Stormalong Bay, as illuminations might be going on.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it. Same thing, Polynesian. Any hotel, get in the nighttime swim.
Yep.
Get back to your room, you shower, just sleep like a baby.
It's not like a lot of hotels or resorts where you go for a night swim and the water's ice cold.
Right.
You're freezing.
Right, exactly.
Everything, the pools are heated and fantastic, and that's a good call.
Well,
That is a very good call.
How about the Collar family?
Pretty much the same thing. I mean, you got to go back and relax. You got to take that day off and just enjoy your resort and maybe hit some of the other resorts where you're not, especially, and you know, because you got to travel during the summertime. If you're traveling that summertime where it's just so hot,
right?
You like a day where you're just not sweating profusely constantly,
Exactly.
like you do in the parks. So, and the fact that we drive down, you and your family and me and my family, it's nice to be able to be dressed in a nice shirt and your shorts, get in your air-conditioned van, drive to another resort, go in there, enjoy that resort without just constantly being in that heat.
Right.
So it's nice to just relax by doing that, or like you said, just hanging out by the pool and taking that day off. So you got to take a day off. Even if you're going for just 5 days, you got to figure out a way to squeeze in that extra day off. And usually in the middle, somewhere in the middle.
Absolutely.
So
love it.
Looper Nation, thank you so much for your one tip in our one tip series. We've got some other great one tips coming your way.
You know it.
Follow us on social media, Facebook and Twitter, and that's where we put those questions out and be a part of the show. We love the interaction with you guys, as you know. And do we have the announcement for Looper Meet 2018, Tim?
Do we?
No.
No, we don't.
Not yet.
No. I can't even.
We're still enjoying our the afterglow of meeting everyone.
That's true.
At BA Sweeties up
There's a
here
whole
in
lot of things to
Cleveland.
consider that I didn't think about when you started planning these kind of things.
There's a lot.
Oh
to
my
consider.
goodness.
Like I don't know, bring in batteries.
Hey. Hey, the gas station nearby had some. At like $6 a battery.
You know, we got to cut our equipment manager's pay if he's not going to make sure everything's working before we do these things. But
crazy.
No. And we appreciate everybody that shows up. We can't wait to see you guys at the next Looper Meet. We're formulating some stuff and getting things ready for the next Looper Meet. We might have a little surprise Looper Meet.
I'm sure it'll be surprised.
It will be to Tim.
No one will be more surprised than me.
Anyway, so thanks, Looper Nation, and keep interacting with us. We absolutely love it. And that is all I've got.
Everybody, thanks for joining us. Again, I love the one-tip shows, love the interaction, love hearing from everybody. If you'd like to follow me, which I'm not sure I recommend that
Why
right
are
now.
you pointing at me?
I don't know. You're always pointing your finger at me. I'm telling you to put your finger down.
I follow you.
You
follow
follow
you
me.
to the studio
I know.
all the time.
That's true. That's true. ResortLoop.com. Just go there. I can't ramble anymore.
Like us on Facebook. Rate us on iTunes.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Subscribe to the show so it's easier for you to find. And
We'll just show up there every day.
We'll show up twice a week.
Want it or not.
In your life.
Hello. Hello.
What else should people do, Tim?
Go out there and share the gateway to the magic.
See you, everybody. Thanks for listening to the show. But now you want to share your love of Disney, right? Unfortunately, a lot of our friends, family, and coworkers just don't share the same enthusiasm we do for all things Disney. Well, now MyDizMatch.com has made it even easier with the all-new MyDizMatch apps for iOS and Android devices. Just download the MyDizMatch app and connect with new Disney friends today. And now, for a limited time, you'll get your first month of full membership free just for signing up. Look for the new MyDizMatch apps on iTunes and Google Play and start connecting with real Disney friends today.
It's all on.
It's recording this time.
This time we just started. I'm trying to make it sound like I'm haven't done my thing.
Don't you take that tone with me, young man.
I'll turn
Respect
the show,
your elders.
I'll turn the show around.
Much, much older than you.
Much, much.